Hello friends, myself Dr. Reena Avinash Pitrai Puradkar. I am Assistant Professor, Department of Philosophy, RG College, Mumbai. Today we are going to learn about induction in logic. So we need to understand first the inference. What inference is? Inference is a group of proposition. In this, one or two statements are given as a reason for other statement. The statements for which reasons are given are known as conclusion. Statements which are given as reason are called as premises. Now we need to understand the types of inference. There are two types of inference. First is immediate inference. An immediate inference is one in which conclusion is drawn from one premise only. For example, A is husband of B, therefore B is wife of A. The second type is mediate inference. Mediate inference is one in which conclusion is drawn from two premises only. For example, all men are mortal. Socrates is man. So the conclusion is, therefore Socrates is mortal. Now we need to understand on this basis very essentially the induction. So what is the definition of induction? Induction is a kind of immediate inference and not the mediate inference, in which conclusion is derived from one proposition only. It is a relationship between any two propositions which differ in subject or in predicate or in both. Now we need to understand the various types of induction. There are total 5 types of induction. First is conversion, second is obversion, third is obverted converse, the fourth one is contrapositive, and the last one is the inverse or inversion. So we'll see first the conversion. So what is conversion? Conversion is a kind of induction in which the given proposition is known as premises or convertant, and the infer proposition is known as conclusion or converse. So the form of conversion is S P dash, that is convertant, and P dash S is converse. So the rules of conversion. So we need to understand the rules of conversion. So in this rules of conversion, the first rule is subject and predicate term changes their place. In other words, the subject term of converse becomes predicate term of convertant, and the predicate term of the convertant becomes subject term of converse. Quality of the converse. The quality of the converse is the same of the quality of the convertant. In other words, quality does not change. No term can be distributed in the converse if it is not distributed in the convertant. Third rule. On this basis, we will understand the conversion of a proposition, which is a universal affirmative. SAP is a convertant. PAS is nothing but the converse. So this is a simple form of conversion which is not possible with the a proposition. Why? We will see. If we convert a proposition into a proposition, then we violate the rule number 3 of conversion. The rule number 3 clearly states that the term cannot be distributed in the converse if it is not distributed in the convertant. So we notice that the subject term of the converse is distributed, but it is not distributed in the convertant, being the predicate term of the convertant, and the predicate term is undistributed in the convertant, but being the subject term of the converse, it gets distributed. So it creates a problem or violates to rule. Therefore conversion of a proposition in a simple form is not possible. So we need to apply the another rule, which is called as the conversion per accident. So in this basis, we'll take the example. All men are mortal. It's a convertant. All mortal beings are men. It's a converse, which is in simple form. But it is not possible because it violates the rule. Therefore, the converse of the a proposition is some mortal beings are men, which is conversion per accident. So converse of a proposition is I proposition. Now the converse of E proposition. So SEP is convertant and PES is converse. So when we are talking about SEP is a convertant and PES as the converse, in both the places we will find that the subject term as well as predicate term are distributed. So absolutely no problem. We'll see with the help of example. No birds are flowers is convertant and no flowers are bird is the very essentially converse. So converse of E proposition is E proposition only. Now converse of I proposition, SIP, PIS. In this case we will see that both subject and predicate term in converse as well as in the convertant is remain undistributed. So absolutely no problem. Some girls are shy, for example, is SIP, and some shy beings are girls, PIS. Therefore, in simple form of conversion, we'll see that very essentially the converse of I proposition remains I proposition only. Converse of O proposition. Converse of this proposition is not possible. Why? We will see. If we convert O proposition into O proposition or into E proposition, then we violate the rule number 3 of the converse, which clearly states that the term cannot be distributed in converse if it is not distributed in the converter. And if we convert O proposition into A proposition or I proposition, then we violate the rule number 2, that we cannot change the quality of the proposition, because here what is happening, that A is affirmative proposition, I is affirmative proposition, and O is negative proposition. Thank you.